Well, it all started from a simple premise. My dad taught me that if the good Lord gave you the skills and opportunity, that you were morally obligated to help people, that you were put there for a reason, and if not, you who. And that's kind of how Phoenix got its origins. Our customers needed help and wouldn't take no for an answer. I never really intended to start a business, but customers needed me and offered me money to help them. And I had a new baby at the time, and I knew that my skills and that people needed my PE license. And that's really how we got started. And that business just kind of was there for a long time, helping me pay the bills, take care of my family. I got to spend time with my kids and coach their teams and do Cub Scouts and camping and all those cool things. And then as my kids got older, suddenly they don't need you as much. And I realized that there was a calling to help more people. I had noticed that one of the failings in my dad's business and many of the customers that I worked with was that they didn't charge enough money because they didn't have enough customers and weren't able to tell the bad customers no. So I set out in some business groups to talk through the problem and how we could fix it and how we could get too much work. And that's really how marketing and marketing services got started. We realized that if we had too much work, we could say no. Imagine what your business would look like if you could eliminate 80% of your problems by firing the worst 20% of your customers. So we built an amazing marketing machine that brought in way too much business, and it gave us opportunities to charge more and make more so we could help more people. And Shane had come on at the time because he wanted to run his own business one day. And I thought, well, the easiest way to teach him how to do that was to let him run parts of this business. At the time, he was our operations manager, and we had seen, he saw the explosive opportunity that we had over here in marketing and began to take it over and kind of shape it into the monster machine that it's become. We eventually spun it off into its own business that Shane's running, Phoenix Technical Marketing. And now they do tons of work helping small businesses and engineers and fab shops find lots of work from customers that pay them really well and have lots of opportunities. And this kind of created a whole new opportunity for us because now there's all this work. All right, let's try that again. Isn't that the beauty of being able to edit, Heather? Well, this created a whole new opportunity for us because now there's all this work that we couldn't do, and we didn't want to let these people down because they needed our help. And talking to Shane one day, we realized that we really needed a badass to kind of help us in operations and maybe even help us figure out what to do with all this work that we had coming in. And Shane said he just happened to know a badass, and her name was Heather. So she's now running our vendor department. And so what we've done is we've taken all the engineers and the people that we used to be competitors, and we've turned them into vendors that help our customers. We handle the front end and find the work and deal with the customer and write the proposals and collect the money, and they get to do the cool part, which is the work, right? The engineering, the technical, the inspections, the reports. And in doing this and helping these people that we couldn't help before, we began to realize that making connections was now what we needed to do. It's kind of like the Amazon platform where people go to one spot to search for something and they can buy it from a lot of different people, or several groups of people can get together that might not be able to do it on their own. And now they could do it as a group to solve like a greater overall problem. So now we've created an opportunity to help even more customers, and our customers are helping customers help other customers. And that's pretty cool. Our customers have become vendors, our vendors have become customers, and everybody's better because of it. Now we're working on all the other parts of the ecosystem, helping welding shops figure out how to run their books so they manage their cash flow and they don't run out of money for payroll, helping newly licensed engineers manage their licenses and create their initial branding and websites, helping large customers take their products all over North America. Phoenix Technical Marketing is helping companies get an incredible ROI on their marketing spend so that they can have more customers and raise their prices and have raises for their staff and greater opportunities for their business. And it's really a cool thing to be a part of once you get everyone to understand that a rising tide lifts all boats and that we're all in this together. You begin to see the power of community and of helping other people. And now we all can answer that call, that moral obligation that my dad used to talk about, that if given the skills and opportunity, we should help people.